for your continuing support and really appreciate your connecting a lot of what we do together today on behalf of your constituents and my constituents. This is still the most progressive area in the country. And Mark, I know sometimes you think your district is more progressive than mine, and sometimes I think mine is more progressive.
We can fight that out.
But we can, that's right. But you stayed the course. You stayed the course, so thank you again so much. Let me, Ann and Ed, let me just thank, where's Ann and Ed? Once again, open their beautiful home. You know, it's very seldom.
Here she comes.
Where's Ann?
And
Listen, I just want to thank you and Ed once again.
I thought I saw her coming.
Because
And
how much I love your home and love you and love Ed.
There she
really,
is.
thank you so much. The space is beautiful. I remember when you completely redid this. And now I see the blue in there. I mean, I'm into my hobby is design and decorating, so it's really wonderful. Food is delicious, Ed. Thank you so much, and thank you, Ed.
yeah, right.
It's great to be here. I love your spirit. The spirit is awesome. I really appreciate it. And Jane, of course, I was telling someone earlier that I don't ever remember anyone coming up to me saying, I want to have a fundraiser for you without my asking. Years and years and years ago, you remember that? You said, I want to do something for you. I said, really? And so, Jane, first, thank you so much.
The big auditorium at City Hall.
Thank you.
Across from City Hall.
Across from City, that's right. But also, thank you for staying the course and for being really the epitome of what a strong, progressive, democratic woman should be. I mean, you're a role model for all of us. So
All right, here.
you really are.
I'm only 94 years old, so I've been at it
94.
for years.
Goodness. When women succeed, America succeeds.
That's right.
So thank you, Jane.
Okay.
And let me say thank you to all of you, because raising money is just really difficult, especially for someone like Barbara Lee. No tobacco, no oil, no this, no that, you know. So I really rely on people and the power of people, first of all, in terms of their support and what you do to help me win re-election, because it's not a slam dunk when you look at my district. I mean, I have a strong Democratic district, but I have 35% independents too. And my independents, you know, we have to make sure my independents and my Democrats get to the polls. And during this primary, I believe it was 16% turnout. I mean, can you believe that? Yeah, 16% was horrible. It is horrible. It's terrible. And so I have to get all of my votes. Hopefully all 16% were my voters. But I don't want to take any chances. We have to get everybody to the polls. So what you're doing to help me is going to go a long way. Secondly, because I do have to, again, get people to the polls. We have to mail. We have to do our precinct operation signs. You know, we don't win doing nothing. I mean, we win because we work, and we work between elections to help organize young people, and we have a political education and political organizing that goes on, voter registration. I don't want to come at the election just ask people to support me without having engaged with people throughout the 2 years. So you're really helping me do that. We got to get rid of Citizens United. I mean, yes. Corporations are not people. They're not people. They're not people, and we have to get the public financing the campaigns. There's several bills that are running around now, but you know what's taking place in Congress? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. But we have some good legislation that's pending. And so what also you're doing is help me help our great, she's still my speaker and your speaker, Nancy Pelosi, whose district I'm in, who has done a phenomenal job, even in the minority. Has done a phenomenal job in leading Democrats and keeping us together as a unified Democratic caucus. But we want to see her sworn in again as speaker. Yeah. We really do. We do. And that's not a slam dunk. I mean, we have 17 seats to pick up. We have quite a few to hold on to. Here in California, we have to hold on to Ami Berra. We have to hold on to Raul Ruiz. We have to hold on to Mark Patano. We have to hold on to some seats in California. And so this is going to be a tough election year. But I'm doing my part You know, I'm helping out with the DCCC. I have dues to pay, which you don't even want to know. And because I have you help me with my fundraising, I have to do a lot more to raise money to pay my dues. I have $250,000 dues and $200,000 to the DCCC, and so that's a lot of money off of the top. Now, my colleagues can do 1 or 2 fundraisers and raise it, but that's it. I have to do 1, 2, 3 a day to get to that point. And so just know what you're doing really helps me take care of my dues. I'm on the Appropriations Committee and the Budget Committee, and I'm part of Nancy's leadership team, and so I don't get a pass because I don't do fundraising the way others do it. I mean, I have to still pay my dues. And so what you're doing is really helping me tremendously toward that. Right now, you know what's taking place in D.C., and that's about nothing. I think we should be there, and I was the first one who called for us to be there to debate any authorization to use force as I saw Mission Creep taking place. Of course, I wrote with Walter Jones, who's a Republican, and Congressman McGovern to the Speaker August 28th. Mind you, seeing what was about to take place with the expansion of strikes, whether you agree or disagree, the public needs to know what's taking place, and we need to have this debate. So we wrote to the Speaker, and we asked him to, before we left, to engage us in a debate. Of course, no is the answer. And so, you know, what we see taking place every day really is a new war, or you could say it's the front of a new front or a new theater of an old war. However you look at it, we should be talking about the costs and consequences, and how long, who knows. The president says for years and years and years, maybe. And I think all of us agree ISIS is dangerous and could be, it is a potential threat, and they're bad people. I mean, this is a terrible thing that's taking place. We know that, but we also know that we can't do anything that's going to create more danger and more hostilities. The Bush administration invaded and occupied Iraq. ISIS was nowhere to be found. That led to the creation of ISIS. I mean, that's a fact. And so we have to be careful in terms of our strategy, how we move forward. And I, for one, believe that, you know, we have to work to make sure that the Iraqis in the region come up with their own strategy, that a lot of it is a political settlement. You know, thank goodness there's a new president in Iraq. I mean, the Iraqis have to deal with this, and so does the region. And we can't do anything. And I think, again, I have to commend the president, because I think they really are making every effort to go into the region to get them to buy into a strategy. What I'm concerned about, and I've said this publicly, and to the president, so it's not, you know, and I believe Democrats can be part of a loyal opposition. You know, when you talk about disagreeing with your party, it's okay. You know, some Democrats don't like to do that because they say you're criticizing the president. Well, I'm not. I'm saying part of what I see taking place is the military strategy could undermine a diplomatic and political settlement or solution. And so we have to be very careful in how this is calibrated and how the administration moves forward. Minimal